Hello, beautiful humans. Welcome to this reading. We are taking a look at 3 things that are still happening for you during the rest of 2024, this year when I'm recording this. So you can look forward to these 3 things. They are still likely to occur for you within that time. Welcome to my channel. This is Do You Tarot, and my name is Erica. And I do pick a card readings, which means that I've pre-shuffled and I got these cards because otherwise it would have taken too long for me to do it on camera. How pick a card readings work is I have 4 groups that I'll be doing, 4 general readings. This is meant for you when you find this reading and you click on it, and it's meant for a lot of people. So take what resonates, leave the rest. But all you have to do is feel your way into which of these 4 cards or which of the 4 groups you feel most drawn to, intuitively, psychically, significantly for some kinds of reasons. Trust that, trust the quantum process of how this works, trust your intuition. And then once you are aware of that, head to the timestamp in the description of this video. It'll fast forward you to the messages that are meant for you, that will help you at this time right now perceive your reality just a little bit better. That's why I'm here. That's why I do this. But okay, group 1, it's the career card. Group 2, dogs. Group 3, success. And group 4, cobweb. So okay, feel your way, timestamp, fast forward. I will see you there in your messages. Hi, beautiful humans. In group number 1, you all were drawn to this career card. So these are your messages all about 3 things that are still occurring for you in 2024 during the rest of this year. Things to look forward to. You were drawn to the career card, and then I'm going to turn over your other 2 cards because these are going to start us off at looking at what those 3 things are. We also have the month of August, which is the month that I'm recording this in. It doesn't necessarily mean that what this thing is has to happen in the month of August. If you're finding this video sometime after that, we'll see what it means in a minute. And then we also have Owl, good advice from a wise person. But okay, I'm going to put August and Owl up here because we're going to focus on career first. And I'm going to start with the tarot. It's funny because I feel like immediately I feel like this doesn't necessarily have to do with your career directly. Whatever this thing is, I feel like it will have influence on your career, and or somebody else's career will have influence on your world and on your reality and on your life. I'm going to get 2 more cards to see what this is. And then it's the top one, and I'm just going to check out the bottom of the deck at this point. We have the Page of Swords. I don't know, there's something about someone has interest in you, and they're perceiving you differently as a result of that interest. Let's take a look at your cards. 8 of Cups, as well as the Moon. And then we have the Lovers card. Yeah, okay. The thing that is already likely to occur is I feel like it is a relationship. Someone is perceiving you differently, like I felt called to say, and something is likely to occur that will impact either your or their career, or it's their career that is leading them to you. It does feel like a romantic connection, but it doesn't have to be. But it does feel like a connection that like a person is drawn to you and they're perceiving their own life kind of through you, how you express yourself, the things that you say, your mind and your thoughts, your mental powers and processes are having them literally kind of change their whole world or the way they do things or their reality. They're kind of seeing things differently as a result of you. And then we have the 6 of Swords, as well as the 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. This relationship, this connection, it gets to continue beyond the rest of this year, that's for sure. And I feel as if something is meant to grow from it that might not look like a career at first. basically what I'm seeing in your cards is that, I'm going to scoot these off the screen, is that someone is like, they might be in your reality right now, or they're coming to you, and they're drawn to you because you think differently, you behave differently than how they're used to, and it's gonna cause a series of events, of shifts and changes in their life. It almost feels karmic, you know, like one of those kinds of relationships that we like to label in our tarot world, in our spiritual community, where like two people come together. Maybe not karmic, I don't know the exact definitions of those kinds of labels, but like, you know, two people come together and they serve a purpose in each other's lives that is very positive and for the benefit of and good of all kind of energy. Like you ignite something in them that has them start making choices differently, choose things that they otherwise wouldn't choose, because they're able to interpret their world almost through your eyes, through your vision, through your hopes, your dreams, your ideals, like all of those kinds of parts of you. And then I feel like this career card is a bit of an indication of what might be to come from this in the future. Like there's something that can grow from this that can challenge you both in the connection and in the power of this relationship to build a whole career out of it. I'm not exactly sure what that's meant to be, but I feel like it's their career that's driving them to you. Something like their circumstances in their life enable them to be with you in some kinds of ways. And then it's going to change their approach to their entire reality, which likely is going to change, you know, I wanted to say change you as well, but what I feel like is growth. I feel like somebody might be coming to you or coming at you from a total different side of reality than what you're used to. Like you don't usually play around in those circles or something like that, or you don't really have friends that are like that or something like that. And then this change inside of them happens, which ends up shifting your growth patterns and your growth potential. And then I feel like maybe toward the end of the year with this Two of Wands, there's going to be some kind of an offer, some kind of a proposal, some kind of a thing that grows as a result of these shifts in the person and the growth that happens through you because of this connection. Your next two cards, we have Blackberry Dragon with timing and Pepper Dragon with versatile. Yeah, I feel like this needs the time over the course of the remainder of the year to grow, like I've been saying, into something that I just really feel like this is unexpected for you. And I'm also not meant to tell you exactly what this is that maybe in 2025 and beyond will translate into a career for you both. I feel like I'm supposed to leave that open right now to not require like restriction on imagination or on potential or on what's possible. Or maybe by telling you that part of your story that I'm seeing here, it might, I don't know, it might like do that kind of course correct thing that might like have you I don't know, seek something too quickly or too soon. That's what this Blackberry Dragon timing card is making me feel like, is that allow this to mature, and when it's ready, it's ready. Don't push the other person to change, because it really feels like they're going to be doing that on their own anyway. You don't have to control that narrative literally at all. Just be who you are. And then this Pepper Dragon is like this expanding of like, well, 3 heads are better than 1. I was gonna say 2 heads are better than 1 on this project kind of a thing, because this 8 of Pentacles is like progressively working on mastering something and getting better at it. And I feel like at first it's going to be the potential of this connection and harmonizing in this connection. And then by the end of the year, there's going to be this potential of this other prospect to do because of the relationship. This is feeling a little bit mysterious, and it's funny because I just got the Scorpio card, which is like So mysterious. But yeah, it says deep, intense, and transformative. You have that impact on this person. So again, that blackberry dragon, and again, this mystery kind of part of how I'm not really able to perceive whatever it is that you guys will be doing together, is because it might get in, by telling you what it is, it might get in the way of the transformative process that they're undergoing. You just do you, you grow through you, you continue with that, because there's this challenge of like, if you knew, then you might like try to control the whole thing a little bit more than you even need to. We also have equinox with commitment, integration, and shifts. Yeah, basically I'm seeing this commitment to you. So like, honestly, it's the commitment itself. Like, this person wants to continue with you, obviously. You continue with them. The commitment is this first thing that I'm seeing that is happening. Like the relationship as a whole, as this extra thing that exists between you both. And then the integration and the shifts needs to take place. So I almost feel like I'm telling you that your first thing that is likely to occur with the rest of 2024 is to pay attention to somebody else because this is like really impactful, especially by the end of the year. Your last two cards, new moon, creation, intention, and potential. This is the thing that's happening. I keep looking at this pepper dragon with versatile, and I feel like this is something like a pregnancy, a new idea. It's you, this person, and this third entity that you guys decide to start or to build. That's this Two of Wands right here. Like, you do you, Eight of Pentacles, you work on you. Their energy is all represented kind of right here with the Six of Swords. It's when they choose to move forward and move onward. That's when all this kind of stuff can start to happen and occur. And that's when, toward the end of the year, probably, although time is super relative, you know, they do their process as quickly or as slowly as they need to. It feels like they're going to need to have to walk away from certain things, and that's not the easiest task to have to hold or deliberate through. I mean, like, you've got two Eight of Cups, Six of Swords. There are two walking away energies from what's unfulfilling or what's traumatizing, you know? They got a lot that they have to do, so don't get in the way of that is like a big part of your message, hence the blackberry dragon. And, you know, timing, you do you. And then comes this new moon, this creation, this third thing, whatever this is. And then your last card, Venus, beauty, artistry, and love. Like I said, this does feel like a love connection. There is a lot of love between you both. It does not have to be a romantic love connection. There's just a shit ton of appreciation for each other that I'm picking up on. Appreciation for the process and the goal of just the relationship for the remainder of the year. I just really feel like just wait, you know? Just wait. Don't try to rush things because it is happening, it is coming, and what it is won't reveal itself to you until the time is right. But you're gonna like it. And it's gonna come in the form of some kind of an offer. Arguably, I feel like this might be the idea that is coming from this other person rather than you having to generate it yourself. So I really feel like this Eight of Pentacles is like, you know, just kick back, relax, but also, you know, you do you and continue to do you. But okay, I'm gonna clear away these cards and we'll get to your second thing that's going to happen. Okay, your second card is the August card. So let's see a bit more about what this is. But I immediately was feeling like it's haziness and fogginess going away. Like, obviously clearing. I feel like that's what the August energy is talking about. Like, kind of like how heat can make a haze settle over an environment. I'm going to get two more cards. Yeah, and that might be why the August card had to come out, or this is in reference to something that is occurring, you know, in August for you all, or has occurred, depending on when you find this video and click on it. The Four of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, and I feel like there's this energy of something that has excited you is going to be calming down so that you can get a pretty clear picture on it and then move forward with, you know, open heart, open mind kind of values and energy. What is this? Okay, we have the Strength card as well as the Six of Wands. Yeah, I feel like something that you're accomplishing or achieving in August is setting the stage and setting the course of your life for the future more than you want it to. Interesting. More than you want it to. It feels like you've succeeded at something, or you will have in August. You know, it is August right now, so this is kind of a confusing way to talk about time. Or let's just allow that it's over the summer of 2024, you know, Northern Hemisphere summer. You will be achieving something, but it's in this area of your world that you didn't exactly want to, like, you know, continue in, or like want to have to dedicate your emotions and your time to. It feels like achieving something at a job that you really like are kind of non-committal with, and you really like don't want to have to work there. Like a lot of you, you know, behind the scenes is looking for a different career or a shift, but the job is treating you well. So then it's a confusing thing. I feel like it's so much positivity, but it just feels like confusing positivity. We also have the Sun, but we also have the Five of Cups, right as I'm saying confusing positivity. I feel like this success doesn't really matter to you. It matters to other people. I'm getting the energy of an athlete, a professional athlete, who does the athleticism for a job, not for the glory. Not because they necessarily identify with it personally. They do it because they're good at it, and and they've managed to become pro athletes. And then, at least in America, for a lot of pro athletes, that means a lot of money. But yeah, it's just like hollow to them, like a hollow victory. What are your last two cards? We have the Two of Wands that wants to come out for you again, as well as the Eight of Pentacles. There's something that matters more to you. There's something that matters so much more to you. It's not even funny. I feel like this is also the energy of like, you know, over the summer, you know, you got your degree to satisfy your parents because they were really hounding you for that. But what you really want is a career in music or as a creative or like with art, which you don't necessarily need a degree to do that. You just start to do it and you perfect it over time, you know, 10,000 hour rule and all that kind of stuff. There's something that you want more. You don't want to be a part of this. So, okay, what is happening, it feels like, is clarity of an approach to be able to do what you want to do more than what you might have like achieved or accomplished, or what you might be good at that satisfies like other people, and they like love your work and they're like, oh, you're so good, but you're like, that doesn't really matter to me. I'm getting the energy of like your 9 to 5 is going very well, you know, throughout the summer, and you might receive some kind of promotion or a raise. And then you're like, but it's my side hustle. It's my future gig that I really care about, that I really want. Okay, what is likely to occur is clarity of, I'm going to do 3 of these cards. The clarity of how to approach being able to do what you want to do, what resonates with you, who you are, be able to approach doing that even more. We've got Pepper Dragon that wanted to come out again. I shuffled, you guys. Pepper Dragon with Versatile. And again, the Two of Wands and the Pepper Dragon. There's some kind of energy of something coming through for you. Someone offering like an invitation to who you actually are, what you truly believe in. This is the energy of like you do stand-up comedy on the weekends and you fucking love doing that, and that's what you would love to pay your bills. This is the energy of by the end of 2024, it's the stand-up comedy gig that's coming through for you, and it's gonna like pay a bit more than what you were expecting, or it's going to open up some kinds of privileged opportunities because you keep working at it. You keep going for it. We also have Apple Dragon with health. You know what's funny is that I was feeling like that haze before I hit record, when I was intuiting what the August card was meaning while I was shuffling. That I was intuiting that it had to do with your health and how vital you feel, how vibrant. It can be extraordinarily depressing to be good at something and working in something, a field that you have absolutely no passion in. Can't it? It's just like hitting yourself on a daily basis to get by or to get that paycheck, or to satisfy pressures of parents or something. And then we also have Radish Dragon with growth. Okay, what is likely to occur is something that feels better. Something that feels better is coming as an opportunity for you to grow even further in the direction that you want to grow in, how you want your career to go, where your passions lie. There's going to be some kind of a breakthrough. And like I was saying, the phase and the hog, the fog and the haze are going to lift. And by the end of the year, you're going to see some kind of a clear path or a clear approach to the whole entire thing. We have square with competition, tension, disharmony. That is what I'm sensing. There's competition like for you, or I almost want to say inside of you, for where you're at right now and who you want to be and like who gets to dictate that. We have Mars. Competition again. Holy shit. Action. Willpower. Look at that. There is that pro athlete who doesn't care about the sport, is just very good at it. Vibes all over your reading. And it just feels like competition for your time, competition for your energy, your skill set, but your willpower is the thing that is charging through with this and going to get you to where you want to go. And if we didn't have enough fire with Mars and all these wands, radiant, enthusiastic, dynamic, this is causing the breakthrough. Group 1, this is causing this to occur, is that like, it's so funny. You shine in what you don't necessarily even care about. So, I mean, that's already happening. But what you do care about, you're going to be like radiant in it. And it's going to open a door for you or unlock like something that had been a bit hidden. Like you hadn't been able to fully see it. I'm going to do these last 2 cards. It says mutable with versatility, flexibility, adaptability. And then it has 3rd quarter moon, breakdown, readjustment, forgiveness. You've been putting up with being who you're not for quite a while with whatever it is that you're successful at. Like what we're looking at here, you've been like literally muting this part of yourself. And that can't happen anymore with this Mars and this fire card. In fact, it's not going to. And by the end of the year, a healthier journey, a healthier path forward that isn't so emotionally completely devastating and draining, is going to happen. I feel like part of what might happen is you might just kind of break down. Maybe just because this breakdown in this 5 of Cups, I don't know, it might get a little too overwhelming if it hasn't already. Like you going in a direction that has nothing to do with you, but you're good at, And then comes that forgiveness kind of energy, because something toward the end of the year that is so much healthier, that will encourage you to grow as you want to grow, something that includes those other parts of yourself that have been excluded, is going to come through, and you're going to get to forgive your whole entire situation a whole lot more. It won't feel so oppressive. Parts of you won't feel so disharmonious and in competition with your reality, Okay, That's what I'm seeing for your second thing. Again, I'm going to clear away the cards and get to your third thing. All right, your third thing, it's your owl card, and it says good advice from a wise person. And for some reason, I feel like taking that card literally. I'm not exactly sure why. Let's get to your tarot cards and see a bit more about what this third thing is that is still happening for you in 2024. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups coming out right away. Yeah, okay. I just felt like grabbing those like super quickly. I feel like this has something to do maybe with the breakthrough that we just talked about or we just discussed. And I feel like this third thing might, yeah. The Chariot card is on the bottom of the deck for you guys. And I feel like this third thing has a lot to do with someone helping you achieve your success or your glory in the form that you want to, but someone helping you visualize that journey and that path that you can take and that you do want to go on. We have the Ace of Cups, as well as the Justice card, as well as the Two of Swords. You know, okay, this is either someone or something that is going to help you determine your path and help you course correct and help you make your decisions from a wiser place or from a more balanced perspective, I want to say. It's going to help kind of liberate you from, you know, those parts of how your journey is being determined by external stimuli, like external pressures, like things outside of you telling you like, do this, buy this, go there, achieve this, you know, you're great in this kind of a way. That's the only way that we see you, all those kinds of things. Oh my God. We have the Two of Wands again. And then we have the Sun card coming out again for you. And then the Page of Swords. Okay, I feel like this might come in the form of a relationship. And I feel like we're looking at a different relationship than the one that we tuned into for your first thing that we read for you all. I feel like this is a relationship of like, you know, freedom to express yourselves. That's funny that I pluralize selves. All the parts of yourself. I swear this is someone who you can share things with that you otherwise wouldn't to almost anyone because you're protective of who you are in certain kinds of ways. You value those private parts of yourself because they're so important to you, and you don't share them because you've been met with some kickback or feedback that isn't complimentary to them. And these parts of you are so true, so wise, so authentic that you need them in order to be able to course correct and make decisions and choose well for yourself. This person is going to highlight your path for you and with you as a result of knowing you and like seeing you for who you are. And there's a whole lot of like feedback happening with this Page of Swords of someone kind of like getting back to you like an editor would. Like you guys have a manuscript, you send it away to this person and they get back to you seeing the whole entire heart of what you have created, you know, your manuscript. They see it. They don't doubt that or deny that. And so then they're like the best fucking editor because they come back with all this really useful, constructive, you know, red marks all over your manuscript. Like they crossed out some things and then they like write why they did that because they can see where you're headed, and from their perspective, you might be going away from that without realizing it. There's somebody who you're going to connect with here by the end of the year who's literally going to be like a vital life force energy resource for you in that kind of a way. This is beautiful. Look at these two cards. They're showing this as well. Cherry Dragon and Carrot Dragon with grace and observe. It's someone who can observe you, your actions, all parts of you freshly and perceive you with the energy, the quality, the value of grace. There's something about like a graceless editor just hurts and doesn't understand like, you know, the heart space that has to go into a creative endeavor, you know, like writing or something like that. Full of love, full of unconditional love. There's something that might be quite mutually beneficial about this relationship, and right now I'm seeing it as something that is quite professional. This is you, if you're pursuing acting, this is you getting an acting coach, and so then it's quite beneficial to them because you're arguably probably paying them, but they're really fucking good at it, and they're gonna really, really help you hone your craft so that you can literally sun card succeed at what you vibrantly want to do. I feel you potentially hiring this person, and the relationship is such a quality one. Right now, I'm thinking of the one time in my life when I hired a personal trainer, and it was like this. I'm like, dang. I was like, you're part therapist, aren't you? But like, it's just very healthy, very mutually beneficial, very reciprocal. And then there was a whole lot of observing and grace coming from that person to be able to like correct my form, to be able to know when to push me harder, and to be able to do it in a way that my character really evolved within. And that's what I feel like is occurring for you all. This is beautiful. This is like life coach energy. This is a really damn good therapist. I keep thinking of examples, and I'll just stop right now and instead get a few more cards for you all. We have air, expansive, intellectual, inquisitive. I feel a whole, excuse me, as I cough because my air passages have been clogged because of my wretched illness. That tracks for your reading. It really does. Your ability to expand into the territory that you truly want to go into in your life is about to profoundly be impacted by this relationship and this connection. Whether you hire this person or not, I just want to say make sure it's mutually beneficial and their energy is compensated and reciprocated, because it feels like they're going to be giving you a whole lot. But yeah, the intellectual and inquisitive, it just really feels like your mind is going to be able to be catered to in a really prominently beneficial way by this connection, especially because this Page of Swords just feels like open and honest and forthright communication with no limitations. And again, those different parts of yourselves, those different sides of you are going to be seen by this other. We have Sun coming out again with life, vitality, purpose. This is you arguably maybe finding your guru, but not losing yourself to the whole guru thing and dynamic. This is like the teacher, expansive kind of a thing. But also, again, we have been honing in on your thing that you love, your purpose, let's call it. We've been honing in on that for the remainder of 2024. We're getting you to that, that's for sure. The universe is working in tandem with this person coming into your life. We have waning crescent moon with surrender, restoration, and I almost want to say restoration of trust. You haven't been able to trust like almost anyone who you know yet about harmonizing with this purpose, this light, this path inside of you. And this person, you will be able to. And so then there's a whole lot of healing that can come from that dynamic just in and of itself, that you have someone coming into your life who you literally can totally surrender to and trust their abilities for you and with you. That's going to have some kind of a resounding impact of faith just in your journey and yourself and in your purpose, just literally just that. To be able to trust someone. Yeah, I don't know, whatever this is, if it's personal fitness, this is someone who just gets what you've been up against or what you're dealing with, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, anyway, I felt like saying a little bit more about that. It just really feels like they're gonna see you and get you, and you don't have to hide anything, and why would you? Because that would prevent them from doing their job very well with you. And then we have Pluto with regeneration, rebirth, and transformation. Oh, it was the surrender card. Or sorry, the surrender part of this. There's a strong encouragement in these cards of like, please do surrender to the grace and the wisdom of this person. And that this collaborative relationship, this partnership. We have Pluto as your last card for this, and it's regeneration, rebirth, and transformation. Well, that's what you want. You want to do all of those kinds of things. You want to regenerate your energy surrounding your purpose. You want a rebirth in that area based on what we were looking at before. And then you're ready and willing to transform based on the guidance and the advice of this owl, this person. Yeah. I really strongly feel like it's a person, but it could be an object as well. Like for me, tarot decks do this often. But I just want to like add, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can be an animal or a plant, something that guides you in a similar kind of a way. Let's not limit ourselves to just humans, okay? It can be a horse. Anyway, I'm done. Those are your 3 things, group 1. How do you feel? This was a monumental reading, and I sincerely hope that it has helped you. If it has, thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, connect with me. Also, check out the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings, including that next group tarot gathering. If you are a reader at any level, grab your deck. Literally any level. Grab your deck, come with a question that you'd like to receive a reading on. We meet over Zoom and we read for each other. It's really laid back, really safe space. If that sounds like you, head to the link, sign up for the next one. Otherwise, I'm sending you on your way. Please remember, we're all free and we're also all connected always at the exact same time. I love you. Hi, beautiful humans. In group number 2, you all were drawn to the dogs card. So these are your messages about 3 things that are likely to still happen for you during the rest of 2024. But okay, let's take a look at what your 3 cards are. You were drawn to dogs, and it says getting together with friends. And then we have throne with position of authority. And then we have whale with great worry over nothing. Okay, I'm going to put these 2 cards off to the side and we'll do this one by one. The dogs card is your first thing that is likely to occur. And again, it says getting together with friends. And I'm feeling this energy of like, for some reason, I'm feeling like that might be hard for you. For some kinds of reasons, maybe emotionally driven, where like being social, like the climate of your life maybe right now makes it hurt a little. But let's see a bit more about this. Yeah, okay, let's get your tarot cards. What is this thing? The 9 of Wands is on the bottom of the deck, which is showing me that like you're kind of like, I don't know, I want to say struggling through something like that you can't let go of, or you can't give up on, or you can't like, you know, I don't know. Basically, I'm feeling this vibe of like your friends would encourage you to like go out and have fun. But there's this energy of like you can't drop the ball on something because there are too many things leaning on you or relying on you. And so then you're having like a hard time being able to have fun in those same or similar kinds of fashions that you used to, or something like that. I mean, like very simply put, this is the energy of like a new parent and your friends don't have kids yet. And you're like, I never sleep. No, I am not going out. I will die. There's also this energy of you committed to a job where a lot is placed on your shoulders, and it's different for your friends. But let's see a bit more about this. We have the Lovers card. What is this thing that is likely to occur? We also have the 4 of Swords that wanted to show itself with the Devil. And then we have the 8 of Cups. And I just really feel like someone is going to be showing you the way through. And I'm hearing the word purpose. Yeah, the Lovers card again. Okay, this deck, the Awakened Tarot deck, I was a part of consulting for the creation of this deck, but the creator really wanted to be very inclusive, so they included 2 Lovers decks, Lovers cards, and why not? I keep them both in. And then we have the Chariot card as your last of your tarot cards for this thing that is likely to occur. Okay, help comes in various forms if you let it. And that's what I'm seeing here. Help comes in all of the fashions and in all of the forms if you let it happen, if you open yourself up to it. And I don't know, I feel like you might be perceiving that harm might come to you if you do share about how hard certain parts of your reality are right now. Like harm might come to you for some kinds of reasons, but the thing that I see happening here is help, and a path through is happening for you as a result of like others, genuinely maybe multiple others, not just one person. They're helping you. They're showing you a way. They're assisting you. I feel like you might not be sharing about yourself because you don't want to burden other people with your problems if they don't have those burdens. You don't know how to share about what it is that you're going through because the people who you know haven't experienced likewise. And so then there's that like climate difference between you and others. But with this like Devil and the Four of Swords, like the whole entire, all of your cards, the event that I'm seeing is that if people love you, they'll get it and they'll find a way through, even if they don't understand at first, and even if they're not able to directly take part in whatever it is that you are going through. I'm getting the energy of you're struggling in your marriage through something that's hard to talk about or hard to convey or discuss. And that might be why you might be turning down social invitations or not as communicative with your friends. But it really feels like if you do have the heart to be able to open up and to share about what it is that you're going through, even if it is clumsy, even if it is like harmful in certain kinds of ways, because you have to like show parts of yourself that are deeply wounded or vulnerable right now. Keeping going as you are isn't something that is a task that is necessary. The universe wants to hold you in a better energy, wants to hold you in a field of other people and get you back on your feet and get you going in a direction to where you can feel vital, revitalized, real, realized, full, like full of yourself again, like feel like you again. You know, this is like getting your friends involved. If you do have a new baby and they don't, getting your friends involved in like cooking meals for you. Even if they suck, they'll order you Uber Eats or something like, like, you know, this is the energy of like getting them involved with your kid's life. This is that kind of stuff. This is like talking about that difficult topic that's going on in your relation, your marriage or something like that with your spouse. This is sharing it with your friends so that they can help you see the path through. And this is also them like giving you those time out kind of areas to where you can revitalize yourself. You can play with who you are a whole lot more and remember that. Get some sleep, all that kind of stuff. We have Artichoke Dragon with guarded. And yeah, a guarded heart, an artichoke heart. Like, please don't eat me. Please don't hurt me. And then we have Coffee Dragon with energy, as well as Peach Dragon with vulnerable. I mean, are we reading this well, or are we reading this well, you guys? You're going to, I mean, like, I really feel like this event is giving you advice at this point. Like, this reading about this event is giving you advice to go ahead and show your heart, show your pink fuzzy areas, be vulnerable, because your energy is completely like sapped and diminished. And these friends, these people who are surrounding you, who love you and who want to know about this, even though it might be hard for them, or they might not be able to fully understand how to contain it or something like that. I'm getting your other cards here. They want to revitalize you. They want to help you focus on how you can get through this. Yeah, rather than continue to endure it somehow alone or protect them from the pain while you burden yourself with all of it. We have 12th house with karma, shadow, and secrets. You're keeping a secret from people who don't want you to. We also have new moon with creation, intention, and potential. That's what I'm seeing with this coffee dragon. That's what I'm seeing with like the chariot card big time. It's just like, this is the event here. Your mental peace, maybe you literally getting some rest and some sleep, and then the ability to get out of your circumstance and your situation by realizing and seeing what you can go ahead and walk away from and then walk to. Like, you didn't realize that your friends without kids would like to get to know your new baby, or would like to, you know, give you meals or something like that, or would work toward understanding that thing that's going on in your marriage, even though it's like scary. They want to be there with you, for you, and they want to help you realize this this chariot of where you are free, where there is potential, you know. And then we have Chiron. Look at that. Core wounds, vulnerability is coming through again, and potential through pain. Your cards are spot the fuck on, aren't they? We're really hammering this home for you. Vulnerability, focus on like relaying about these wounds, and your friends want to help you with this potential through your situation. And then your last card is mutable. Versatility, flexibility, adaptability. It's just like, look at these resources, look at this love, look at this change, look at this growth potential that you've got going on here with this first thing that is likely to occur by the end of 2024 for you guys. You have some good friends that want to play around with your situation and help you see the light and the way through, rather than you doggedly just, you know, working with that pain yourself. You know, they want to help you see where you can be flexible, where you can adapt. But okay, that's your first thing. I'm going to clear away these cards and shuffle, and then we'll get to your next two, okay? Okay. Your second thing that is likely to occur by the end of 2024, we've got the Throne card, and it says position of authority, and I'm feeling power behind this, genuinely, definitely. Let's get your tarot cards and see a bit about what this is. I'm noticing the bells. Okay, hold on. The cards are being weird. Okay, I'm hearing something. The bells of your authority will be rung. Like, what does that mean? Okay, bottom of the deck is we have the Justice card, which means fairness and balance being restored. So I can tell you something about that is likely to occur by the end of the year. But yeah, do you see on the wall, like behind the throne, it looks like bells are hung up, or at least it does to me. I have no clue what those are. But yeah, I feel like the bells of your authority will be rung, which means somebody might speak up for you, or you'll be able to speak up for yourself. Not just speak up, like I don't know, your authority will be self-evident, honored, and respected, and then that kind of like peace will be restored as a result of it. Let's get a bit more in your cards. We have the Ace of Swords with clarity and breakthrough and bright ideas, and then we have the Page of Wands, as well as the Fool. This is giving me big time fresh start energy. And then we also have the Three of Swords and the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Okay. This event that is likely to occur is some kind of like a bright idea, basically, or an inspiration or a clarity of thought that takes you further than you have gone before, and all you will need is the drive, the focus, and the energy to take it on, to take part in it, to go on that journey and to follow it all the way to its completion. And there's so much in whatever this is that you will follow through on, you will achieve, you will accomplish. There's so much in it that it's going to have you literally like prove yourself to someone or something. It's going to have you stand with a fresh level of power in your social situation. Yeah. You have a lot going for you, while at the same time you've got a lot that is happening seemingly in the past, probably against you. I don't know, it's just like you start to shine and people try to take you down kind of thing. Or, you know, like I'm thinking of Taylor Swift, and like, you know, I don't know enough about Taylor Swift. I'm bad with Taylor Swift, I'm sorry. But like, it's like, you know, you're gonna have enemies when you're at the top kind of energy. I feel like you didn't even like need to get to the top before people started to like become your enemies or something like that. Well, something is happening to break you through that whole trauma cycle or those trauma bonds, and it's coming in the form of a breakthrough, clarity of a focus, of purpose-driven kind of ideal set, kind of intention of where you're headed or what to do, what you can achieve, what you can accomplish, that is entirely in your hands. All you have to do is take part in it. You will succeed at it, and then it has the ability to unveil your full power and potential to other people, and then they have no choice but to not deny you what is yours and who you are, not deny who you are, not deny your rights anymore. Like they can't deny your ability to have power and to have authority and to have rights in the system or something like that. This feels big. This feels huge. There's some kind of a creative idea, something that is happening, and all you have to do is take it, hold it, go for it, go on it, do it, and then it's breaking you free. It's breaking you through. It's not even like a full, like kind of a, like, oh, I'm free now kind of a thing. It's like working it out by going through something. Like you have to go through the swamp. You have to go through the jungle. It's the only way, you know? It feels like the bright idea of like a campaign to get your point across, and the perfect campaign slogan comes to you, and then you paint it across all of your banners, and you make t-shirts, and you give it to your whole, you know, crowd of activism in your community, and they chant that, you know, and then it's like, damn, I'm so glad I came up with that perfect slogan, because it works, it translates, and then it has so much power in the slogan that it gets you to where you need to go. And then the power is self-evident. Let's see a bit more about this with some Garden Dragon cards. Wow. Okay, we have cold coconut. Coconut dragon with multitask. What does cold coconut mean? Anything at all? I think of coconut oil because I use it all the time, everywhere, on everything, everywhere. And I think about how right now, because it's August and I'm in the northern hemisphere, that means that it's liquid coconut oil season. But yeah, cold. Why can't I say coconut dragon? With multitask. And then we have lemon lime dragon with union. Okay, you're going to be trying something that you hadn't done before to bring about this union that you're desiring of you and what is rightfully yours, or what is right for you, you know? I'm feeling strong activism vibes, but that, I don't know, like there's this energy of travel I'll allow. Maybe you are going to be traveling to a cold climate to better understand something, or to pick up on like a new objective or a new idea. You're going to be researching something maybe in a cold climate, rather than your usual, you know. And okay, here we go. This is what I'm gathering from this. It's almost as if you're a coconut farmer or a coconut researcher or something like that. And what I'm gathering from what all this is that is likely to occur before the end of the year is you're being told to go to like Alaska or Antarctica to do some more research on coconuts or to try and farm coconuts in those regions. I don't know what that is, but it feels like basically this is coming to me to say as a thing of like, look very, very, very far out of the field that you're used to for these answers that you seek. Very far, almost feeling as if you're going in the opposite direction, as in like coconuts don't grow in Alaska. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure they don't. Now I'm all doubting myself, but I'm pretty sure they don't. It's just like, why would I go to Alaska to figure out how to grow coconuts? That makes legit no sense at all. It's there in those kinds of ways that you'll find yourself and you'll find this vision, this purpose, this reason, this pursuit, this thing to try and activate. Okay, we've got a bit more. We have fixed with action, momentum, dedication. That is all that I am seeing with this and feeling. Can you feel it in my voice? Like the whole entire time, I feel like so much strong power. So yeah. The Page of Wands and the Fool is like, all you have to do is take that action when you do see it. When you do see it, like keep going and don't, waver, like commit to that, momentum. It's going to gain momentum, like dedicate yourself to this. First quarter moon. Oh my God, momentum again. Are you kidding me? Momentum, initiative, and magnetism. Something about you going for doing this is going to create that kind of magnetism of essentially fairness and balance happening in your reality. Things that are right for you are coming to you instead of being excluded from you. Wow, that I had to say it in that kind of a way. Okay. And your initiative, that's really Ace of Wands kind of energy, and Ace of Swords. Your initiative to take this on. And then we also have Venus with beauty, artistry, and love. That's interesting. What are the next three? 11th house, collaboration, memberships, network, and then 7th house, partnerships, balance, one-on-one relationships. I did say something about like you're going to come up with a slogan. I have to take a sip of water. Hold on. Something about your community, something about support from a community. I mean, we do have Lemon, Lime, Dragon with Union. Like 7th house. Yeah. I don't know. Like these last three, these last three just feels like support. Support coming through as a result of your actions. Support coming through in all of the ways. And again, I'm getting this energy of you'll be self-evident. All you have to do is take this on. I feel like this idea and this clarity is going to come through you. And I like this Venus energy because it feels like it's going to come through something creative inside of you. But then it's all about sharing it. It's all about taking on new partnerships. It's all about sharing it with your community. It's all about talking about it as well. It's about opening it all up, That feels like the last bit of what wants to be said, but it feels like there's the potential of whatever this is by the end of the year might lead to a new love partnership or a new collaborative kind of a connection, even beyond the scope of what these cards are talking about right now. They're talking about how it's going to like liberate something, bring you to what has been excluded from you kind of energy, setting the scales of justice and balance rather than this 3 of Swords, 8 of Swords dynamic. But this feels really huge. Feels like lean on your partner, lean on your community. Be as open and wild and weird as you possibly can with whatever this idea is. And again, it's like the coconut farmer going to Alaska. It's going to bring you to what you want, even if you feel like you're going in the opposite direction of it. Okay? Okay, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to shuffle, clear the cards away, and we'll get to your third thing that is likely to happen. Hi again. Okay, your third thing that is likely to occur by the end of this year, 2024, you were drawn to you have the whale card, and it says great worry over nothing. And honestly, all I'm hearing is something gentle. Something gentle is likely to occur, like a whale floating through the ocean, you know? Something like sweet, kind, soothing. Let's get your cards here and let's see a bit more about this. I don't know, maybe like a pause. Okay, you get 7 cards for this one. Maybe a pause from your actions. But we have the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which is letting me know that somehow, in some kinds of ways, you're going to be fulfilled enough to be able to have maybe something gentle, like a pause or a holiday or a vacation. Your resources will be intact, meaning your time, your energy, your money, your living situation are going to be self-driven enough to where you can claim this prize of a gentle occasion. We have the 6 of Cups, as well as the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. No trauma, no drama in whatever this is, I'm hearing. Like, this is meant for you. I'm getting the energy of like a birthday experience, but not like the kind of birthday party where everybody comes together and like is freaking out and like blah, you know, like excitement, blah. Like, it literally feels like a birthday occasion where like you and your loved ones rent a cabin, you know, off in the woods somewhere, and it's just like peace. That's what I'm feeling. We have the Knight of Swords and the 5 of Cups, as well as the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, basically, I'm feeling a gentle occasion that will allow you and your loved ones the chance to connect and reflect and see what you would like to build and harmonize in and with by the end of, you know, next year or something like that. This honestly feels like a retreat that you and your company go on. But it's not that kind of company retreat where you do those like zany team building exercises. It's like that company retreat that you guys go on at the yoga center or something like that. And it has you all really connect and create like better harmony, like, you know, reestablish a vision, you know, and see how everybody can take part in it. It just really feels like team building overall, because there are reflections and communications happening at such a peaceful level and in a peaceful way over, you know, what went well, what didn't go well. And it just feels like a time to connect, a time to heal, a time to feel, and a time to rebuild and build again, you know? We have the Apple Dragon with health, and I do feel that kind of energy of whatever this soothing time is, this peaceful time it's going to regenerate and revitalize your health and your power and abilities, as well as others. This is something that you do with others, that's for sure. And oh God, look, okay, we have it right here. Apple Dragon and Cantaloupe Dragon, health and realign. Gosh, it just really feels like, you know, toward the end of the year, you and your loved ones, you know, do whatever it is that we're talking about here, or you and your community, you guys just take that I just heard the words dinner abroad. That feels so like wealthy, like hop on the private jet and go get dinner in Italy for a night and then come back. Like dinner abroad. But it really feels like, you know, bonding over a mutually shared vision, over a meal that's really like well cooked. And, you know, it just feels like family reunion time. Let's get a few more cards about this. But like I said, the quality of these things that are likely to occur at this occasion and with this thing is that like it's almost like a year in review. And it's like, where were there hurt feelings? And then like a lot of love, a lot of compassionate energy being shared among you all about that, rather than, you know, fights. There's no drama. Everything I feel is just like the energy of the location that you guys will be in will just set it right to where you guys will feel at peace anyway. You know, that dinner in Italy. We have Chiron, core wounds, vulnerability, potential through pain. Didn't that come out for your first thing? Yeah. A place to open up, a place to feel the heart space, and a place to feel safe to do that kind of healing. And I like that it says potential through pain. I like that there are cards here that aren't exactly the nicest cards, you know, like the Eight of Cups. Even the Knight of Swords looks like violent, you know, and aggressive or assertive and like a bit too quick or cutting. And then the Five of Cups, you all are going to be like literally, this is meant for health. It's meant to realign. It's meant to reflect on, like, you know, what hurt, what still might hurt. What can we do about that? You know, kind of a thing. Healing within community. We have conjunction, integration, synergy. I said that word. Unity. This is like, I love that word when it comes to working on a project collaboratively, because synergy for me, I define it as like, you know, a well one team. A wheel that's well greased, you know. Three of Pentacles. People might have different positions, you know. Some might be a leader, some might be the follower, but it doesn't matter. It's more like if the function serves itself well with that person and that individual, then it all works out quite harmoniously, especially if there's a shared vision towards some kind of an end goal or an end objective. And I feel you and whomever all of these people are, for you going ahead and like picking that out for each other yourselves, the community, the connection. Like, where are we headed to now? And do we all see how we play a role that is really important in being able to accomplish and achieve that? I always think of Ted Lasso. I always think of like, it's been a while since I watched that show, but like, you know, doesn't matter if you're the coach, it doesn't matter if you're the midfielder, you know, we all play the part, we all feel like we're gaining from being together. And then we have Gemini with multifaceted, balanced, curious, and then your last card is Jupiter. Optimism, growth, and opportunity. Through cross-pollinating, through connecting, through being open, balanced, and curious, there's a whole lot of potential just in this event for harmonizing, for the growth into the future, for looking into 2025 with an open mind, open heart, and a whole lot of positivity and the embrace of being able to do something together, being able to do something in conjunction with each other and not hiding from the stuff that didn't work or the stuff that needs to heal or the stuff that might still hurt, you know, not hiding from that. Okay. I'm done. Holy shit, this feels so nice. I want to be there. I want to be in this. I don't want to go away from this. I want to be there in Italy at the dinner. Okay. That's what I have for you all. How do you feel? Has this reading helped? If so, give it that thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, connect with me, all those useful things. Also, check out the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings, including the link to the next group tarot gathering. If you are a reader at literally any level, grab your deck, have something that you'd like to receive a reading on, you know, like a question or something like that. And we meet over Zoom and we read for each other. So you get to practice, you get to learn to trust your intuition, and you literally receive a reading from multiple readers at one time. If that sounds like something that is your jam, head to the link, see when the next one is. You can sign up there. Otherwise, I am sending you on your way. Please remember, we are all free and we are also all connected always at the exact same time. I love you, group 2. Hello, beautiful humans in group number 3. You all were drawn to the success card. So these are your messages all about these 3 things that are likely to still occur before the end of this year, 2024, when I'm recording this. But okay, you were drawn to the success card. Let's take a look at your other 2 cards, and then we're going to get a whole lot of other cards to describe what's going on with these 3 things. You also have Elephant with a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And then we also have Chair Empty with someone is leaving your life. But okay, I'm going to take these 2 cards, I'm going to set them off to the side, and we'll start with the success card, and we'll see a bit more about that. While I was shuffling and before I hit record, yeah, that one is it. Interesting. I got the notion that this is success after trial and error. So don't be afraid right now of the error or the errors about whatever this is talking about. I feel like we might be talking about a relationship for some kind of reason. But yeah, as in things need to be tested. And so then don't be afraid of, you know, fights or things getting messy. I'm not sure what that is exactly, but let's take a look at your tarot. Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck, which means that you've set aside the time and the energy, your resources you've wanted this to grow, whatever this is. Like you've done your part in making sure that it could through you. Like you've hosted it well. So then, like, I almost want to say logically there will be a success in whatever this is, but let's take a little bit more of a look at your tarot. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and this is the one that really wanted to come out at first. When I grabbed the deck, it just fell out. And then we also have the Ace of Pentacles, and that's investment energy despite the cost or despite the hazard or despite the worry or the fear that it might take something from you. And then we have the Ace of Cups as well. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. In a lot of ways, these 2 are the investments that people need to partake in order to build a quality relationship, any relationship. There needs to be the investment of the openness of love, the emotionality, the heart opening, also unconditionality to the best of our abilities, as best as we can define it. And then there also has to be that investment, arguably, I don't know, like for a really long time, like over the last, I want to say 1.5 years, these 2 cards kept coming out in my private readings to symbolize kind of like more divine feminine kind of energy, and this one, the Ace of Pentacles, more divine masculine, where it's like that part of ourselves that has to create that physical, like in the physical reality, that container to be able to establish a quality connection and relationship, which means like setting the time aside, making sure you devote your energy to connection and quality time and good communication. And then also the investment of the physical structures that are involved in connecting. Obviously, I just mentioned, you know, messaging, so like a phone, like also meeting at certain places. It's here. And then we have Temperance as well as Death. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel you both working toward an expected outcome by the end of the year. Arguably, again, after that trial and error kind of a situation. The Temperance and the Death card are right here to show that there will be that there probably has been this kind of stop-start energy, or I'm tuning into a relationship that doesn't exist yet and it's going to exist in your very near future, and it's going to build in this kind of a way or a pattern. And again, I feel like you might fear going for it this Five of Pentacles really wanted to come out. I feel like you might fear whether or not you have enough or you are enough. There might be insecurities inside of you. And you do wonder, do you have it in you to like take this on and to see if it'll work this time around or something like that. This might be someone from your past, truly. And this also might be, I'm feeling like family members or old friends and reconnecting with them. But there has to be those kinds of opening investments, and they are there. There's just this kind of like touch and go to see who we are, or for each other or with each other, regardless of whether or not this is romantic. The Success card is here, and by the end of the year, the thing that will occur is the Seven of Pentacles, continuing the work on it with a devotion to the expected outcome of the relationship continues, the relationship grows, the relationship softens or deepens, or, you know, builds better boundaries or something like that. Let's see a bit more about this with the Garden Dragon. Whoa, okay, again, you have like a card from a deck that just wants to like fly out. This is uncanny. This Pepper Dragon keeps coming out, despite my best efforts. Oh, you have 3 cards. Okay, we have Mushroom Dragon with Illusion, as well as Avocado Dragon with Patience, and then the Pepper Dragon with Versatile. It feels like you and I'm hearing they need to be included in your world, and you likewise in theirs. And in that kind of a way, it creates this whole new like opening of a third reality or a third option, not just 2 individual separated realities. Now there's something by the end of the year that gets to continue that is like a combined, you know, part of each other. Many more things are possible when we do combine. That's very Aquarian energy right there. But yeah, the Mushroom Dragon, the Avocado Dragon is here as a part of your reading. Remember, I felt immediately like, do not fear the errors. The errors will be there. That's why the Temperance and the Death card are here. You're going to have to kind of like figure it out. In a lot of ways, Temperance is a very hands-on learner or learning kind of a card. As in, you live life, you go through some things, and then you have the challenge of applying that wisdom or those processes that you learned. And then the Death card is here to show that change is afoot and change is likely to happen, revolutions and evolutions of this connection, but it's going to continue. So have patience. By the end of the year, there's just such commitment energy and partnership energy going on in that Seven of Pentacles. I'm gonna get a few more cards. This one, and then I'm feeling like this one, and then 2 more cards from here. But yeah, it's just busting through the illusions that, you know, if you guys have a fight, or if that interaction didn't go well, or if there's like a period of silence or something like that, then all these judgments might be made or assumptions might be made about, you know, oh, well, you know, Erica on YouTube wasn't right. It's not lasting. Oh, well. I mean, the cards are showing that it's like those are illusions. Both people involved in this really want this to occur. And as long as you're committed to still, you know, maintaining that Queen of Pentacles energy of like hosting this in your life, despite, you know, the Five of Pentacles, when you're feeling like, I don't know, I just really feel like this has a lot to do with any place in your life where you're feeling insecure about any part of anything. You keep going, this is for you. We have the 5th house with fun, hobbies, and creativity. And then we also have Pluto with regeneration, rebirth, and transformation. It's kind of nice. I like that it's satisfying. This connection is meant to satisfy in time, that kind of 5th house energy. In a lot of ways, 5th house can represent our passions as well. Oh, Leo energy. Yeah. And I want to say that by the end of the year, there's something to show for this between you two because of this Pepper Dragon. And there are 3 heads. I feel like it's the combination of the two of you comes up with something between the two of you, and you both kind of connect over that thing, whatever it is, whether it is a shared hobby or like a shared resource, or like an objective of a project that you both want to work on, or a baby, whatever it is, like that's happening there. And it's going to be this kind of guiding light moving this forward into the new year, into 2025. And then we also have 10th house with career, public life, and reputation. And we also have third quarter moon with breakdown, readjustment, and forgiveness. This is getting a little bit more complex. I'm looking at, like, these cards are showing us a lot more about this picture than just, you know, the touch and go kind of energy. The Pluto, remember, I felt like this was someone maybe from your past, but also a part of this dynamic is the stop start and maybe like periods of silence or distance or something like that. So look, also transformation is a big temperance energy and death energy. But yeah, breakdown, readjustment, forgiveness. Allow the fights, allow the failures, allow the errors. They're a part of the whole learning process. You cannot, what is it? You can't make an omelet without breaking some eggs. Like, allow this relationship to break an egg or two, because like I was saying with the pepper dragon or this fifth house thing, whatever this is, there's the potential of an omelet. More than just the connection. Like I've been saying this whole entire time, there's a potential of something to come from this connection that arguably might have a lot to do with your career, but genuinely a lot to do with reputation and public life. I feel like I feel like this is something that like has the potential of being announced, or something that you like showcase like about yourself in public ways. This relationship plays a part in that. Definitely. But okay, that's as far as I'm going to go into this right now. But this is your first thing that is likely to occur. I'm going to clear these away and then we'll get to your second thing, okay? Okay, I'm back. Your second thing, it's the Elephant card, and it says a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And while I was shuffling, what was coming to me was that we're talking about a conflict situation, in particular with one person. And I feel like the thing is the resolution of that conflict. Yeah, we might be talking about the same person here. Let's see. I'm getting your tarot cards, and we'll see a bit more about this. I'll allow that we're talking about two different people, but the resolution of the conflict is that second thing that is likely to occur before the end of the year. I really feel as if you've had conflict with this person for a very long period of time. I mean, obviously, that's what the Elephant card is talking about, a long journey. But I feel like it's like a long journey kind of like over a really long period of like maybe years, months at least. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Cups. And I feel like this is coming as a result of kind of your personal satisfaction. I almost feel like ultimate satisfaction, like the level of wish fulfillment. Like the satisfying kind of thing. Like you did well for yourself and you've harmonized something personally. And as a result of that, you're able to tackle this problem of this conflict and maybe like avoid the hazards that were there before that you couldn't have avoided without whatever it is that you're going to like accomplish and achieve on your end. I feel like status leveling up in some kinds of ways. This is the energy of like you get to take on like a legal battle or a court battle because all of a sudden your income increases to such a high level that you can afford the better lawyer, you know, that kind of stuff. But okay, let's take a look at your tarot. We have Queen of Cups, as well as the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, an idea of how to move forward with compassion. Like compassion energy, almost like a romanticism of what's possible and allowing that to come to light and allowing that to move the situation forward. This is nice. We also have Judgment as well as the Four of Wands. Yeah, I feel like something is, I want to say, over the course of time, through the actions that you take in regards to this person and your conflict situation, the conflict resolution strategy or techniques or tactics are going to see their way through into something that is far more evolved or harmonious than where you and this other person have been put in before. Like where you've been dealing with is just, I don't know, like scrappy and drama or just like hardship or something like that. But again, as a result of something going very, very well for you, it's almost like, I want to say it's logical that I'm reading in these cards that you're going to be able to prepare like a better outcome for each other for this situation. Like both of you come to the table with more as a result of you having more, and that's going to present itself as an opportunity for the situation as a whole. Like you'll be better represented, you'll better be able to represent yourself and your heart space and the heart space of the other person and present some kind of an idea, some kind of an option, some kind of a resolution process that'll lead to a better outcome for all. Like I don't feel the energy of compromise. I feel the energy of like, let's actually solve this. Let's sit at the table until we can make sense of this. No more war, no more fighting. Your last two of the tarot cards, we have the Ace of Wands as well as the Five of Wands. This is interesting. I kind of am feeling drawn to add these two together. And create the Six of Wands. And if you all are tarot aficionados or tarot nerds, or you know tarot, the Six of Wands is an earned success and an earned victory, one that like usually comes with that that accompanying energy of being praised by others, being visible to others. Like you've done something well, you have an accomplishment and an achievement, and there are the accolades of success and praise and victory that come along with it. Like other people are seeing that and saying, good job, group three. But it is interesting. It's like that one missing piece of the whole entire thing. That is funny. You have four Ace and Five of Wands. That one missing piece of your energy or something like that is coming as a result of whatever this Nine of Cups is representing on the bottom of the deck. And then that's like added to this conflict in the form of something like, I don't know, the passion that you can show, or the idea that you're representing or something like that. It's just that force of energy and I don't know, it's like so easy for Five of Wands shows conflict, you know, and the challenge of that. Like lots of people might think they're right and they're worried that, you know, if they're not right, then they're wrong and that's going to be a hazard for them and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But Five of Wands is that moment where the conflict exists. And it's very easy to get like scared or freaked out or locked up or something like that in those moments and just head into the drama or head into the war or head into the I'm right, you're wrong, you have all the blame, I have none kind of energy. But I feel like this Ace of Wands is your energy coming into this with like the passion for resolution being charged up as something so much more important than the passion that you can feel about any of those kinds of, you know, challenge, conflict kinds of things that we just brought up. Like it feels like your passion to sit at the table and create peace accords is going to express itself as a power that is bigger than or greater than the passion that is evident in the conflict itself. And so then the focus, I feel like, is going to totally shift into those new plans for peace or for the charge of resolution or something like that, simply because you're just going to be a force to reckon with in this situation. But okay, Interesting. You have the mushroom dragon again that wants to come out, but you also have the cranberry dragon with prosperity. And it is, I mean, like literally, it is your prosperity that is going to bust through the illusions that are at heart with the whole, you know, when we are in conflict with another and we can get very scared about it. It's your prosperity that is the key to unlocking this. And again, Nine of Cups is a good card for prosperity because it means something has gone well for you or something is going to go well for you and you're going to like it. Like abundance is one thing. Abundance is, you know, you have a lot of something. And prosperity is like you love something, like you like it and it feels good to embody and exist in, you know? And I like that it's the cranberry dragon, which is like so tart. And I like that this dragon looks pokey because you literally are going to show up to this conflict situation as something that will force the conversation to head into a different direction. You are going to be somewhat tart and pokey if the norm is the conflict and the challenge of winning or losing, you know? If the norm is that, then you're going to kind of show up as someone who doesn't play by the rules. I'm going to do 2 more of these cards and we'll see. Okay, well, just 1 more card for some reason. We have Moon, Void of Course, as well as Aries that wanted to come out. The Void of Course, it says disconnect, withdrawal, reception. And I read in the book what a void of course moon is. It happens often throughout the month as the moon changes signs. I think it changes signs every 3 days or so. When it's void of course, it's kind of like astrologically said to be a bad time to sign contracts or things like that. Things might feel funky or just nothing makes sense or something like that. You're busting through. Aries. Trailblazing, innovative, fearless. And then your last of these cards, Supermoon. Oh my God. Luminosity, intimacy, hyper awareness. Oh, that's so funny. You go from the void of course moon all the way to the supermoon through your trailblazing efforts, through your innovation, and arguably through your fearlessness to take this on because you know you can. Because something will have shifted, something will have grown, something will have changed. And then you do have the ability to take this on and to like do something about this disconnect, do something about this withdrawal of you and another person. This conflict is going to be resolved by the end of 2024. Good on you. Like, because of you, like, because of your power and your strength and your heart space. That's very, very true. But okay, I'm going to clear this one away, shuffle, and then I'm going to get to your third one. Okay, your third card for your third thing that is likely to happen before the end of 2024. You have the empty chair card and it says someone is leaving your life. And I feel the energy of it's not necessarily someone, but something. It's like kind of like, oh wow, you know, it's like a burden or a hassle from somewhere that's been coming at you for a long time, and it's leaving you by the end of this year. Like you won't have to do anything with it anymore. For some reason, I feel like this has something to do with like I'm hearing the words harmonizing with a lost love or something like that. Okay, here we go. We have your tarot cards and we'll see a bit more about this because at this point it feels a little bit mysterious and I feel like I'm getting very specific for you all. I feel like I'm talking about like an old like love person that you used to be in love with like forever ago or something like that, and something's like still hanging over you with that. And in a lot of ways this might be you finally returning their stuff to them. Like, and then it's just like done and nothing like bothers you about this ever again. But okay, what's on the bottom of the deck? We have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this energy of like you did some kind of a commitment with this a long time ago, like you did invest in it. This might be some kind of like, I don't know, this feels like something, this can be many, many things, but I feel like it's something that has been hanging over you, that has been a burden for a really long time, that you did choose to invest in, but really did not work out well. This is either a person, like an old love affair or something like that. And I know I said this is something. It feels like something is lifting off of you. This also might be debt. I'm literally feeling the energy of debt, release from debt, or release from the imprisonment of those kinds of things. Like, I don't know, paying back taxes, or like finally getting your name off of this contract of a mutually shared, you know, thing. I can't think of any other word right now, but okay, let's see your tarot cards. We have the 8 of Pentacles. You've been building yourselves up for a while, group 3. And it's like, just get this off of my back. This might be like student loan debt forgiveness or something like that. We also have the 2 of Swords, as well as the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like that it is funny because like I feel like not interpreting the 8 of Pentacles or the 7 of Pentacles exactly like how they're supposed to be interpreted, but instead I feel like saying you're gonna have this one pentacle taken off as like a burden that you've had to carry for a long period of time. This might be something to where you were, I'm hearing like indentured servitude, like you were contracted to have to do something like work-wise, or a commitment to a specific person for a period of time, or a living situation, and that contract is going to be like null and void, or it will be completed and just renegotiated. That's here in this 2 of Swords, to where I'm not going to continue this at all, no matter what you say. Your last 2 of the tarot cards, we have the Judgment that wanted to come out again, as well as this 7 of Cups. And I feel like toward the end of the year, your decisions will be unbothered and unburdened by whatever this priority has been for you. It feels like it's kept you from being able to fully pursue like who you are and what you want. It really feels like you were under the yoke of something, and I'm hearing the words imprisonment. I'm feeling like you were locked into something, like a chair, and locked into it, and you had to keep returning to it. You had to keep going to it. And what's logical or like likely to occur is that that is completed, like your tenure has happened and you get to resign or something like that. This is retirement energy, that's for sure. But yeah, like moving forward, you won't have to bother with whatever that one extra pentacle was. I'm feeling, now I kind of want to add in the 8 and the 7 of Pentacles meanings. I'm feeling like you were trying for a really hard time with whatever this is because you were locked into it. You're trying to perfect it or get better at it or work with it in some kinds of ways. You were trying to do your part to make it feel better. Yeah, and then it's just like everything about what is likely to occur is you don't have to do that anymore, or just like that was a fine effort, or like I'm getting the energy of it wasn't even worth it. You were trying really hard to make like, you know, lemonade from lemons or something like that, even though lemonade is delicious. I love lemons, but I don't know, you were given a raw deal in some kinds of ways and you just tried to make the most of it, or be the nicest person you could during it. Let's see your garden dragon cards. Eggplant dragon with fun, as well as dragon fruit dragon with defense, and onion dragon with release. You get to take off that layer and you get to be more of who you are. And I do want to say, with this ending right here, the 7 of Pentacles, the Judgment, and the 7 of Cups, you get to have more fun because this burden is lifted from you. It's off of you. It's not yours anymore. But I also feel like the fun is in regards to how you tried to play around with this, how you tried to embody your role in a way that would feel good, you know, making the most of it since you have to do it or something like that. Like, I don't know, when it comes to money and if you've been burdened by a debt, this is you going ahead and like playing around with what you do have and being like, well, I don't have much, but you know, I do have this and that's enough for me right now. Like, I just feel this intense care for your positivity despite this and growing through that. But what you're doing and what you're building for yourself is the defense against having to do it any further or any longer. And then with the Judgment card comes the release from ever having to take part in it ever again, unless you choose to go down that road again if you want to. But your choices will be unbothered and unburdened. Yeah, moving forward, like a free heart. Like, and I really feel as if like whatever you set your sights on, once this is gone and done, whatever you choose to do is something that it's just going to have a different, I'm feeling this energy of a different objective or goal financially, because your time, your energy, your money, your house is going to be yours. And then that makes your choices different. That helps you realize like, wait, I can build my savings account up because I know that my money is mine now and doesn't have to go anywhere else or go to anyone else, you know? Okay, let's see. Your last cards, we have Scorpio with deep, intense, and transformative. This has been that kind of a process for you. You literally dug deep into the emotional world and into the darkness, like Ten of Swords. I mean, you were put in a compromised situation, no doubt. This isn't okay, what has happened to you. Arguably, like when it comes to, you know, your student loans or debt or something like that, you're put in unknowingly into some kind of a predatory loan kind of a situation maybe. We also have retrograde with reversal, deceleration, and distance. Oh, that's gotta feel good. We all malign and bemoan the Mercury retrogrades because we're like, our communication sucks and everything goes poorly. But this is a retrograde that has to feel really damn good, doesn't it? Reversal, deceleration, and distance. You're getting a reversal of the entire dynamic and you're going back into your flow where you get to build without punishment. You get to know where your money is headed and where your time is devoted to, and you get distance from this. You're establishing this dragon for dragon defense. You're establishing defense from this situation and or from that person. Imam Coeli, I don't know what Nader is, origins and inner child. This is something that has been with you for quite a long period of time and has impacted you in such a way that those parts of you that are very inner child driven had to be suppressed and or dedicated to, again, that eggplant dragon. And what I was picking up on with the Eight of Pentacles, dedicated to trying to find the fun in this situation, even though it really, really, really wasn't, and it wasn't okay. This is going to be you refinding your inner child and figuring out where to go now that your inner child is yours again and not being usurped by some kind of trauma. Jesus. Okay, 7th house, partnerships, balance, one-on-one relationships, and then your last of these cards, 10th house, career, public life, and reputation. I don't know, I just feel like this impacts those two areas. Didn't these two cards come out earlier for you guys? I'm forgetting. I did shuffle, but they did want to come out again together. It's Libra and Capricorn. I'm just noticing these signs and I kind of want to interpret it like in a different kind of a way. Again, rather than 8 and 7 of Pentacles, I kind of want to interpret it like as in fairness is coming back into focus for you, for your prestige moving forward. I don't know, you just had something hanging over you that was like a shame or something like that. And then it's not gonna be there anymore. So you have the ability to accomplish and achieve more, maybe because your self-opinion is going to lift as a result of this. You're releasing a burden. It's gone. It's not going to be there anymore. And it's really, I think it's going to impact your forward focus, like I was saying, but also I just really feel like it's going to impact your entire world, because you're going to be feeling better about yourself. A whole lot more a higher level of self-appraisal, that's for sure. But okay. Oh my gosh, you all, that's what I have for you guys, group 3. This feels intense and huge. I'm not backing away from that, but yeah, the energy of it, this, it was Scorpio deep intense. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm done with your reading. How do you feel? Has this reading helped you? If so, give it that thumbs up, click on that subscribe button and comment below, connect with me. Also check out the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings, including the link to the next group tarot gathering. If you are a reader at any level, even if you're a brand new beginner and you want to hang out with other readers, grab your deck and also bring a question that you would like to receive a reading on, or just like a general area of focus, because what we do is we gather together over Zoom in a very safe space that you can test your intuition, you can learn a whole lot more. We practice giving readings to each other, so that means that you'll receive a reading from several different readers at one time. If that sounds like something you would like to do, head to the link, see when the next one is, you can sign up. Otherwise, I'm sending you on your way. Please remember, we are all free and we are also all connected always at the exact same time. I love you. Hi, beautiful humans in group number 4. You all were drawn to this Cobweb card. So these are your messages all about 3 things that are likely to still occur for you in the remainder of 2024. Let's take a look at your cards, and then we're going to get a whole lot of other cards and take these one by one. But you were drawn to the Cobweb card. It says protected from negative forces beyond your control. We also have Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes, as well as Funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Okay, I'm gonna put these 2 cards off to the side and we'll get to those in a minute. But starting with your Cobweb card, protected from negative forces beyond your control. I really feel like we're talking about literal protection coming in the form of like somewhere, something, someone. I'm feeling like getting to the tarot cards to tell us a bit more about this, but you're actually going to be sitting pretty and secure. I don't know, this is feeling a little bit more complex or complicated. Like your protection might come in one of those mysterious ways that like, let's see a bit more about this. I don't know, I'm hearing the words pretty privilege. Have you heard of that concept? It's how pretty people get away with murder. Like they can get away with a lot more things because, you know, they're pretty. There's something like that to where you're regarded highly by others, and that's going to create this kind of protective force field surrounding you. Let's see some more details. We have the 5 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You need protection. There's something about maybe like parts of you that rub people the wrong way simply because they're envious or jealous of those parts of you, and then that's taking its toll out on you, and like I feel like people have done a number on you as a result of that kind of envy or jealousy. Like they might be envious or jealous of like what you own or how you are capable of holding yourself or portraying yourself. Like you might have confidence that they lack, or you might be very likable or highly intelligent, Or you might be really good at hair and nails and makeup. It does not matter, but you have something that in the past, like someone has just like decided to take you down about, you know, rather than admit that they're envious or something like that. Okay, we have the Three of Swords, which has been staring at us for a while, and this is heartache. And I feel like this might have been like a fair weather friend or someone who like you really like returned the love of coming at you from them for a while, but then it took a turn. It took a turn for the worse. Let's see a bit more. We have the Empress, as well as the Queen of Cups, and then the Four of Wands, as well as the Five of Cups, and then the Eight of Cups. I'm feeling like new relationship. It's more than that. It's like a new partner. I'm literally getting the energy of like a shift in focus from harassing you into like you can't be touched anymore for some kind of a reason. I'm really feeling like this Empress and the Queen of Cups is like one or the other is you, and then there's somebody new coming in to support you who carries the other energy. And it does not matter what the gender is on you or the other person at all. It's just you get to be as wonderful as you are, and then there's just like a whole lot of grace and empathy, compassion and understanding for what you've been going through. And then it just feels like this connection is going to be so well set up that it allows you the ability to heal and therefore like see your way through this situation, but also it provides you this perspective of how and where you can walk away from it so that you're not harmed by it anymore, or you're not catering to whatever it is that somebody has been doing to you to kind of hurt you and to take you down. Yeah. Protected from negative forces beyond your control, that's for sure. And it's coming in the form of some like really solid connection. Someone's gonna be there for you. They're gonna help you see your way out of this and through it so that you're not, again, I'm gonna repeat myself, so that you're not catering to the actions or the activities of someone who just wants to hurt you. I'm getting the energy of like figuring out how to ignore the bully or to move away from them in ways that actually work, not just having the better comeback, or not just, you know, becoming the bully yourself so that you can take them down or something like that. We have Banana Dragon with Gather, as well as Garlic Dragon with Boundaries, and we have Celery Dragon with Renewal. Okay. Yes, you are, I mean, it might be more than one person. I mean, it really might be your friend group, which is helping you establish this, like quality friends. And through them, or through that, just that sheer existence of a healthy connection or a healthy partnership, you're going to be able to set and hold those more like solid boundaries, and therefore move in a pattern of renewing yourself. Like refreshing yourself, not staying and trying to get along with where you're not wanted just because that person is throwing hate or bile at you. It's a hard thing to move away from those who are purposefully misunderstanding you, because it can kind of like, I know in me, it creates inside of me this compulsion to like set it right. Like, no, you're getting me wrong, or no, those weren't my intentions. And then I'll just like expend all of my energy and effort in trying to correct the misunderstanding about me or something like that. It's a really hard thing. It's a really hard thing to pull away from that and to not engage. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like this Queen of Cups person for you, or I really feel like you're the Empress. I really feel like this Queen of Cups is like some kind of a therapist who like literally shines the light on, okay, this is what you're doing. Like, I'm doing a flashlight. This is what you're doing. This is your relationship dynamic. Realize that. Let's move into this one, which is so much more healthy for you. It's solid boundaries. You can gather with other people who are committed to treating you well. I'm going to get one more card here. I really feel like the banana dragon is talking about gathering with like a healthy partner or like a healthy person. And again, I feel like it's someone who's going to be able to illuminate this whole entire thing for you. Like, this is unhealthy. Here is how. Don't engage. Don't do that. Here is healthy. Walk toward that. Fortify it. I will help you. Let's do this. I got your back. You have mine. We're doing this. I just really feel like it's something like that. But okay. We have descendant with attraction, relationships, partnership. I felt the need to say that word partnership more than once. And descendant energy has a lot to do with what you allow in. For me, descendant is a great energy to talk about consent. And where you're not realizing that your consent is a little bit wavering or wishy-washy, or you're not so solid on what your solid yes and no needs to be in your situation, it's going to be. And this person is going to help you understand this relationship, person or people. And then we got the South Node with past lives, natural gifts, and karmic challenges. Okay. You've been dealing with this or this person. This is from your past. Obviously, South Node has a lot to do with the things that we release in our lifetime, or the things, that we're born into and we have to deal with, karmic challenges. But also, I love that it says your natural gifts, because it's something about whoever or whatever this dynamic was that the Five of Swords and I have been talking about for a while, and the heartache. You've had to forego your natural gifts, like your beauty, your intelligence. I want to list them again. Your talents, or your beautiful singing voice, because somebody felt threatened by it. And that's not something that's okay to do to a person or yourself. So I love that it says natural gifts. And then we have 6th house with work, service, and health. 6th house, for me, it has a lot to do with sustainably approaching all of those things. You need health, and you need a pattern of health, and that is what is going to occur for you. You're going to design it collaboratively within this partnership, whatever it is. You're going to establish it, 4 of Wands, and then you're going to move toward a healing journey of, limiting the contact with whoever this is, and recognizing and realizing in what ways you're meant to do that are empowering, healing, healthy, and that you can sustain them moving forward. Someone else is working with you on this and being of great service to you. And then the last card for this is you have 7th house, partnerships again. Come on, balance and one-on-one relationships. This is the energy of getting out of, a bad connection and healing through a really good one. But I really feel like it doesn't have to be that, catty or dramatic, but this has a lot to do with, open animosity and enmity. That's also in 7th house. And it has to do with, again, this renewal of self while you move forward in a different kind of a partnership, a different kind of a one-on-one dynamic, and figuring that out for yourself in a way that is truly balanced, healthy, healing, whole, and vibrant. Okay. That is your first thing. Now I'm going to clear away the cards, shuffle, and we'll get to your second thing, okay? Okay, your second thing, group number 4, is represented by this unicorn card. And it says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And I feel like this is something that is happening with your work, your career, your creative projects. However money flows to you and through you, there are beneficial changes that will be happening in that area of focus by the end of the year. And it feels like, just like the look on the unicorn's face is so like I don't know, like ho-hum kind of energy. And I feel that this is likely to occur without you needing to lift a finger more than what you are already doing. So it might be magical. I mean, this is the unicorn card. And it might happen as a result of other people's actions. Like, I'm very serious. I'm getting the vibes, especially with the Seven of Swords staring at me. I'm getting the vibes of, like, you get a promotion because somebody leaves. And then, therefore, you're, like, next in line for the promotion now. It's not, like, the greatest win. It never feels good. Like, you know, if you're in the Olympics and you like get knocked out of medal contention, but then the second place medal holder gets discovered to be like disqualified for some reason, and then all of a sudden you have a bronze medal. I'm feeling like that kind of energy. What's on the bottom of the deck? We have the Seven of Cups. So in this area of your life, you've been doing what's right for you right now to the best of your ability. You've been making choices that would put you in a pretty good spot and lead you to where you want to be and where you want to go. In a lot of ways, the Seven of Cups is making me feel like without a whole lot of determination, you were trying to use your intuition to build yourself up in this financial area of your world. And you were trying to make choices to where you would be good, you know, praised, well off, like well managed, you know, something like that. You've been pulling for yourself. Just, I don't feel like a whole lot of force behind pulling for yourself. I just feel like you've been making those positive decisions to not, you know, put yourself in harm's way, to not lie about, you know, what you do and don't like. You know, not say you can handle something when it's more than, you know, your workload abilities. But okay, we have the Magician. Pretty cool. We also have the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Seven of Swords, as well as the Eight of Wands. I'm seeing a story here. And then we have the Seven of Wands. That confused me because it's Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. And then we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, you're basically gonna be put into a really prominently nice position for yourself in the area of your work life and your career as a result of somebody else not doing that well, like I was picking up on. I feel like, again, the Magician and the Four of Pentacles is what I was talking about, what you've been working on manifesting in this area of your life. Security and stability for yourself, not sticking your neck out, not, you know, going into harm's way just because, you know, for any reason, like you might feel compelled to. You're just like, I feel like you're staying in your lane and that's what matters the most to you. Like, I feel this energy of you weren't necessarily in it to win it. Like, if you get on, again, the Olympics, if you get on the medal podium, then that's like a really cool thing. But you were there, you know, to take part in it because it was your job to be an athlete. And, you know, that's the expected thing. You know, you're meant to go ahead and do something like that. I feel like you might be getting praised for the outcome of some kind of project that you spearheaded. And then you're like, okay. Because it does and doesn't matter to you. It's a part of the job. And it's just like, I just did my job and I did it well. Like, you're welcome. Like, kind of thing. But the Seven of Swords, it feels like somebody has been trying to manipulate the situation in some kinds of ways for their best advantage. And they're headed out. And then I want to say, you know, take care of yourself as you have been doing. You know, avoid the drama as you already know how to do. Because the situation has that kind of hold on it. I don't know, like a lot of people might be gunning for that position that you might be given, just like given. Like, I think it's just like happening to you, happening for you. Look at that, look at that. Lucky Clover Dragon with luck. I mean, it's just happening. You don't have to do anything for it. The only thing that you need to do is just, you know, like kind of stay cool. Like, don't get caught up in the whole, like, I really feel like this Ten of Swords is like how other people might be perceiving the situation. Like, you really backstabbed the so-and-so. Like, that was supposed to be their position and I can't believe that you're doing it. And you're just being like, it's the thing that happened. Like, I got promoted and I will use that money and I will do the job. Like, it just feels like that kind of a thing. Like, you're moving forward pretty quickly in your job. Yeah, beneficial changes. Oh my God, as I'm talking about other people's opinions. The squash dragon wants to come out. Other people are going to perceive your situation as something that is lucky for you and maybe harmful to them or to others. And they're going to try, and that's why the Seven of Wands is here. They're going to try and get you on board in some kinds of ways with how you're thinking about the whole entire thing. But stay in your lane. You're getting this reading. You know how to do this. Okay, I just had to hear your cards. You know how to do this. You know what's right for you. You know what's what. You don't need to mess around with other people's opinions about the situation. You're in it for the paycheck. Even if you get a bronze medal. Oh well, it's beneficial. New moon, creation, intention, and potential. Again, you've been working toward your personal, like, you know, I do me, I got me, and I'm fine. Like, kind of a thing. So then, like, I feel this energy of when you're the last person standing kind of thing. It's because of that, not because of anything else. And when things come to you, like this new potential, it's because of that. Like, and don't worry, we have Eros with eroticism, desire, and sex. Interesting. I feel like we might be reading a little bit into maybe what somebody has done wrong in your work situation and why they might be headed out. Might have something to do with, you know, a relationship conflict or some kind of sexual harassment or something like that. We also have Libra with diplomatic, harmony, and balance. Yeah, this Eros also is letting me know that a lot of people are gunning for whatever it is that you're going to be getting. A lot of people are going to be like they're really driven to achieve whatever it is that's just going to happen to you or for you. But again, the Libra, be diplomatic about it. Like, create harmony inside of yourself. Like, I literally love this unicorn because it looks very like kind of like, you know, whatever, man. Like, whoa, that's like really intense vibes there. Just, you know, I'm just gonna go over here and chill. It just feels like, you know, seek out your own balance and then things will heal. Think the situation will improve. It says Chiron with core wounds, vulnerability, potential through pain. Yeah, it's just, it feels like a lot of people are gonna care a whole lot about this in ways that you just don't. And that literally have no bearing on you and shouldn't be able to harm you or impact you at all. Hence the Seven of Wands. Don't let that shit come at you, because like, people are gonna be really pissed. It's just, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. You just get the benefits and move on, okay? Stay in your lane. You got this. Okay, I'm gonna clear this away, shuffle, and then we're gonna get to your third thing. Okay, last one for the last group 4. It's funnel, and it says period of frustration and lessons to be learned. But funny enough, I'm feeling this lightweightness about whatever this is, and I know that what this third thing is learning, like literal, like school or class, or picking up a new craft through like a trade, or like a trades person. What, I can't like you're an apprentice or something like that. Like, I keep getting the vibes of like you're learning to cook by going repeatedly, you know, every Tuesday and Thursday to this course put on, you know, by this local chef or something like that. And it might be frustrating, but I really feel like the highlight of this whole entire endeavor is that you're learning something new. And you kind of like the challenge of it, even if it does frustrate you. This is kind of exciting. I just saw something like Taekwondo or learning a martial art. I also saw something about like, endurance races or getting outside and doing something physical in the natural environment, like whitewater kayaking or something like that. And then I'm also seeing something about like building a relationship and maybe the frustration of figuring out like a pattern of how to do that. Like, I just really feel like what you're going to be doing with this is something that's like nuts and bolts, tangible, what you can break down and learn in a process. Not necessarily, all like, what my hand is doing. Like learning how to be in a healthy relationship. I don't really know the nuts and bolts of that one. That's why I do so much tarot. But okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. That's cool. It's showing me that you may have already committed to this. But it is something that's going to come across your plate. It's going to be like, do you want to take this on? Do you want to learn how to do something like this? I mean, do you want to learn tarot? You can take some classes in tarot and reading tarot and have a lot of fun with it. That's for sure. Yeah, regardless, I gave enough examples. You're going to be learning something. And the Two of Wands is showing me that you're taking on a journey of learning. So again, I'm feeling this energy of you're doing it over, multiple exchanges, multiple classes, multiple occasions. And I feel like it's going to have a leader or be led. Okay, let's see your tarot. We have the Seven of Wands coming out for you again, as well as the Six of Swords. And then we have oh my God, I'm such a geek. I was like, I wonder if the Hierophant card is in here, because the Hierophant is the card that shows a teacher-student dynamic so well. Better than maybe like any other card in tarot. Maybe, I don't know. Anything can mean anything sometimes. But regardless, yes. I know you're going to be led through something that is frustrating for you, but you really want it. That's the Seven of Wands energy. You want to have this skill. You want to become a black belt or like oh my God, I used to do Taekwondo, or more my best friend and her dad. He taught it, and she was like a third degree or third dan black belt, I think, or maybe he was. I don't know, but I don't like. Anyway, I can get a little bit nerdy about how far you can go with Taekwondo. But regardless, you like this. It makes you feel better about yourself. You're committed to being able to do this continuously in a partnership with someone, a teacher who effectively holds your hand and gets you into a better mental zone so that the frustrations of learning aren't gonna get you down, Oh God, that feels so good, doesn't it? Okay, what are your next three tarot cards? Lovers, as well as the Chariot, as well as the Two of Pentacles. This is really cool. You might be getting your friends involved in this or somebody else involved in this. Like, it's going to be going so well for you that you might like invite. I really feel like this is that kind of energy of you begin I want to say like a personal trainer or somebody leading you through a fitness regimen, and then it goes so damn well and you're so pleased with that you like rope in the hubby or the wife in on this, and you're like, you have to do this. We're doing this together. You're coming. We're doing this. Like, I really feel like it's that kind of energy. Like, you really, really like it. Ooh, or if you're cooking, did I say cooking class already? Because that was the first example that I thought of. Oh yeah, I did. You're learning to cook, and this is like, you start to feed people, like, what you're learning. And then the others are like, oh my God, I want to do that too. Like, can you teach me? And then you're like, you should come to the classes. Like, something like that. Going really, really well, because you get to move forward like with your new skill set. Right now, this Chariot card, I'm getting the vibes of this person maybe a week ago didn't have their motorcycle license, and now they do. And now they don't just have the license, they have all the gear, and they're fully certified, and now they're gonna go on an adventure like on their motorcycle. And then other people are gonna be like, what? And you're gonna be like, all I did was take this 10-week course. Yeah, okay. Your two Garden Dragon Oracle cards, we have Grape Jelly Dragon with Childlike, and that's all I feel. it's unreal. I keep getting these flashes of like videos that I've seen on social media, as well as just like flashes from my own childhood of like kids trying something and then being encouraged by the other kids surrounding them, if they like, you know, keep not getting it, to keep going, keep trying, keep working on it, and the kid will be so frustrated or might try to give up. It's like one of those like inspirational videos that you'll see now coursing around social media all the time. I'm feeling this energy of like you getting to learn something in a way that like it will feel like school, but it's the kind of school that you pick, you decide, you determine. It's not courses that are meant to fill your head with stuff that you don't care about, or that doesn't really have any value to you as a person personally. Like that, like I'm just hearing like a kid's voice of, when will I ever use algebra, Mom? Like, no, this is something that you want to learn. So it's like reinvigorating your child like energy in your youth and giving it a bit of a voice. Like if you had a voice when you were really little, then you would have gotten to learn this. And then we have Coconut Dragon with multitask. That's so exciting. I love that also. I mean, these are food, so I'm thinking of, you know, cooking. But again, and I'm not hungry, I swear. I just ate a lot. But the Coconut Dragon with multitask, this is something that you'll be adding onto your normal docket of your schedule for the week, so to speak. Yeah, I'm getting your next cards. Yeah, but yeah, the coconut, I already said it. I'm sorry. Sometimes when I start to shuffle, I have to listen, and you guys need 5 cards, which I was only gonna do 4. Okay, but yeah, this is something that's meant to be added onto your usual schedule, added on to your normal tasks, not something that takes away from it. We have transits with insight, movement, and change. That's really cool. I like that it says insight, because I feel like that's what this teacher person is going to gift you, like how to move in a new kind of a way and how to change or adapt, you know, in the way that you literally want to learn how to do. You want to learn how to break the board with your foot, or you're like, hiya. You know, you want to learn how to do that. So you need the insight from the wisdom keeper right here, the Hierophant. We have the 12th house with karma, shadow, and secrets, as well as Libra. Again, Libra has been showing itself all over the place, all over you guys' readings. Diplomatic, harmony, and balance. Oh my God, Libra in the 12th house for what we're dealing with right here. It feels like this has like a shamanistic educational kind of energy to it, to where it's like this teacher will be able to really focus on and be aware of where your blockages are, to you being able to learn even more about what it is that you truly are there to really receive and learn about. Like, excuse me, I'm getting the vibes of like a personal trainer who can really see where you're locked up when you could be, you know, expansive, and then they really like kind of psychologically are capable of maneuvering you through that blockage. Yeah, that feels really important. Like, oh, that's so interesting. I am going to share this. This is like personal. I mentioned when I had a personal trainer all the time because it was so helpful, but like there was one movement that I couldn't ever really get, and I'm wondering right now as I'm remembering it with these 2 cards coming out, like the personal trainer tried so hard to just help me to get this one movement. But part of my issue, if I'm being totally honest right now with you guys, you strangers on the internet who I love, part of my issue is we would stand in front of the mirrors, like the wall of mirrors, and I would watch myself do it, and I thought I looked ugly. I know that's so embarrassing to admit, and I'm wondering, I mean, I usually work through that stuff. I'll just like push through, but I'm wondering, did that have so much of an impact on me? But okay, your Hierophant will notice that and realize what to do to help you. But we have Gaia with Earth, Nature, and Embodiment. This is so exciting. This is graduation energy, you embodying this new skill. Like the Chariot card feels like it's totally pointing out to me. And then we have Opposition with resistance, struggle, and polarity. This is the energy I feel like of, again, you inviting this other person in on this, or other people. Excuse me. I've had a wretched illness, and I'm recovering. I'm gonna take a quick sip. I have to. But this is also you figuring out where you are experiencing the resistance to you learning and discovering and embodying exactly what it is that you want to. This is really, really cool. I like that. Somebody who might not have come to the same class because they might not have been able to see themselves taking part in it, or like being a motorcycle driver. And then you're like, yo, get in on this. Come on, let's do this. And then I feel like they're gonna enter into this whole funnel of education and learning as well. Maybe, you know, with you and continuing it further so they don't have to ride sidecar. But okay, I'm done. That's what I have for you all, group 4. How do you feel? Oh, this was like a big reading, wasn't it? Okay, if you like this reading and if it has helped you, give it that thumbs up, click on that subscribe button, comment below, and connect with me. Also, check out the links that I have in the description of this video for some tarot offerings, including the link to the next group tarot gathering. If you are a reader, even if you're a total beginner, total, all levels welcome, safe space, and you want to hang out with other readers and test your skills and receive a reading, that's what we do there. We meet over Zoom. We you know, use our intuition in a really supportive environment, and then we read for each other, and also you get to receive a reading from several different readers all at one time. If that sounds like your jam, head to the link, see when the next one is, sign up. I'd love to see you there. Otherwise, sending you on your way. Please remember, we're all free, and we're also all connected always at the exact same time. I love you. All right, pretty ones. These are the decks that I used in this reading in the order that I used them in. I started each reading off with some tea leaf cards, and then this is the tarot deck that I used, and then I finished every bit of it off with these cards from these 2 oracle decks. I don't know why I said it in that kind of way. I am tired. This was a doozy of a big reading for you guys. I hope it helped.